and welcome back to the Mario Maker 2 Expert League Division A. I am Mini Met, and me and Zork are going to be holding it down here for this next set.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be a good one between LilKirbs and MrMighyMouse. So this is going to be a fun match between LilKirbs, who was in the finals of last year, and MrMighyMouse, who I think came in as a sub, if I remember correctly, or if I watched Alt Insider's video earlier today.
Yeah, this is sure to be a killer set. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're going to start to see a little bit more about the meta on when to skip and when to try your hardest and try to get through these levels. So we'll see. Looks like we're going to start in Japan here.
I really think that the skip meta is what makes this particular format super interesting, especially with only 3 skips.
Yeah, we just saw Doom, who loves to use his skips what appears to be quickly, but it seems to be working for him as he held his own against IPK there. But it definitely is going to be an interesting season to see how that kind of progresses, just like last year with a little bit less RNG. Looks like we're hopping in. And yes, Chet, this one is live.
All right. Waiting on the pipe. Gets the cape. LilKirbs a couple seconds ahead, but that may or may not mean much.
Need a little bit of ground pound tech right there.
Ooh, and MrMighyMouse unfortunately guesses wrong on the 50-50, whether to go under or over.
This is a cape tech level that I would absolutely be skipping because I am so bad at this game.
Yeah, this is definitely a very demanding level for sure.
Yeah, surprised it's an expert, honestly. It looks like LilKirbs has a little bit of a lead, little generous level creator with the extra cape there.
Yeah, it's probably the little things like that that are pushing it into expert.
Did have a pretty high clear rate, 5-ish%.
Oh, and it looks like there are many more than 10 coins available.
Oh, yeah.
I could see this easily becoming a super expert level with a little less kindness from the dev, but...
Yeah, lots of spikes is not the same thing as well-placed spikes, but... Oh, looks like we got a little overworld, underworld switch.
Oh, that's so scary, getting spit out of a pipe with
Yeah,
nothing
just
below
straight
you.
down into nothingness on a cape level. Good luck. Oh, looks like LilKirbs got the win there. Got the first clear of this match.
Very clean. And unfortunately for MrMighyMouse, they're going to have to start over. They did not retain their cape.
Yeah, I did see that there was a couple extra capes in the level, but I think he was already past that second one.
Yeah, they were at a point where there were no more capes available unless there was a hidden dev cape somewhere.
The rare and elusive dev cape. Oh, the ground pound tech just barely didn't get those munchers off on my... Oh, man, he missed it again. It's going to be a big time suck there. There he goes.
Meanwhile, back on a LilKirbs side, we have a vicious auto-scroller.
With lots of fun extra stuff on the screen, just to make it complicated here.
Everyone's favorite on-off blocks.
Those
Elects to
definitely
ignore them, and that was a good choice. Takes him straight to the exit.
Nice, a 2-0 lead for LilKirbs. Looks like MighyMouse has the requisite coins, and he does have that second cape, so let's see if he can get to the end. Oh, this might be a don't look left tech level on LilKirbs' side.
Yeah, those are always super interesting. For those that don't know, these levels function. If you change directions, it loads something in, which messes with the entity limit, which can either just make the level impossible or significantly harder. In this case, it triggers a on-off switch and just makes the floor go away.
And it looks like MighyMouse did get that first clear, so he's on his way. And yeah, I was wondering if it would count helicoptering as looking backwards, as I suppose he technically does, but I'm not sure how that interaction works.
I'm actually not either. There are a couple ways to set stuff like this up. It doesn't look like too complicated of a level, though.
And LilKirbs gets to clear there. So keeps his 2 clear win. And we have the thrilling auto scroller on the right here for MighyMouse. Oh no, you gotta watch how many times you hit those on off blocks, because looks like they dropped traps along the way as he met those munchers head on. I love that little ninja spam. Ooh, looks like a precision level over here for LilKirbs. And to make it even better, ice block physics. You gotta love it. This looks like a real challenging level. Let's see what he's made out of. MighyMouse dropping the clear lead back down to 1, and LilKirbs does it right when I say that to bring it back up to 2. So a tight neck and neck here. We're on the tech level for MighyMouse. And LilKirbs decides to skip that one. Little technical difficulties for Mini Matt here with his mic, but he will be back in the booth soon. Looks like no one was instantly fooled by that tech level, so we got both people reading into the very kind description with "do not look left or you will die," so benevolent level creator, as my friend Carl said. LilKirbs opting to get that checkpoint. Looks like a fun, pretty classic castle level here. Cruising through this one, doesn't seem to be too big of an issue for him. Oh, and MighyMouse takes the death over there on the don't look left level. And another clear by LilKirbs. And to answer your question, I have no idea who is smaller. So there you go. We'll ask in the post-game lobby. And MighyMouse with another clear to keep it tight. Got a little bit of a lead starting to grow here for LilKirbs, but I believe in MighyMouse. He can do it. Classic parachute thwomp with no indicator. Not quite sure how Kirbs is supposed to get through this wall here. I also don't have audio, so I don't know if anything's coming down there, but he does not know how to get through there either, so we shall see. MighyMouse on this precision level that Kirbs decided to skip, so we'll see if he can gain a lead here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, and LilKirbs gets squished.
Here's
what exactly? Ah, the hammer suit. There we go.
In my absence,
That's how you get through
LilKirbs
that
has
wall.
maintained their lead.
Now, what do you do the rest of the question? I'm gonna go out unpopular opinion here. Builder suit, maybe my least favorite suit of Super Mario Maker 2. Can't handle box building.
It does lead to some very
Like I said
interesting
before,
moments in competitive
Not very
play,
good at
though.
this. I just like to talk about it. This precision level is looking to be a tricky one for everyone involved, but LilKirbs did take the skip on that, if I remember correctly, so maybe he had the right idea. Ooh, and another clear by LilKirbs. Bring it up
6-3. That's a pretty sizable lead.
Those spike hitboxes, as most of you guys know, are absolutely horrible in Super Mario Maker 2, especially who played Super Mario Maker 1 and got very used to those hitboxes. LilKirbs heading back to Japan.
What do we got?
Oh, and MighyMouse did get the clear. And I'm being told that he did beat that ice level. LilKirbs running in a straight line, which is my favorite type of level here.
Everyone's favorite stage, right? And right to the end.
And he gets the axe. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but he'll take that clear every day.
What do you think that level wanted to be doing?
Close call speedrun. Seems like this one might take a couple tries here. Steedward, you and me both.
Test, can you hear me?
Yes. And another clear by LilKirbs.
It looks like LilKirbs is maintaining that +3. It's going to be very hard for MrMighyMouse to close that gap in the remaining 5 minutes.
Yeah, he is making it through this Thwomp level a little bit faster than Kirbs, but Kirbs might have opened up an insurmountable lead here, but he does have a Bowser wearing a boot level.
Oh boy.
There's a Goomba wearing a boot and a Bowser just not understanding personal space.
They're just skipping it. They don't even want to bother.
Nothing to do with that. Can be a little bit more frivolous with the skips, as I guess he doesn't know how big of a lead he has, but instantly going for over the top. Doesn't want to do any of those spin jumps. And another clear for MighyMouse.
Oh, we've got a... I was about to say a one-way maze, but it wasn't very maze-like. Oh, no!
Ooh, oh, nice recovery. But the classic bait block.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
It's almost to the point on any speedrun level, if that last on and off switch, you might just not want to go for. There are more trolls than not these days.
This level is called Witch Pipe.
Oh, God. The only thing that could be called worse is Clown Car Witch Pipe. Or Koopa Car.
Oh
Not
God,
quite sure what
is
the goal
this?
is here. Oh, that's
All
the
right.
goal.
Bombs are required.
There's nothing better than speedrunning bomb excavations.
Alright, what's the red pipe looking like? Immediately
good.
goes back in.
Not
Yeah.
good.
The correct answer is no pipe. Please let me run to the right like a
that's
normal level.
almost right.
Yeah, it just has to get that angle. There might be an angle to hit that donut to actually get the correct velocity, but
Well, we got 2.5 minutes to find out if he can figure out that angle before we do. Really nice timing with the bombs, honestly. They're a little tricky. They're not quite the same as the... Oh,
Yeah,
damage
taking the
boost.
hit.
There you go. Okay. That's why
doesn't
he's
even
running.
need shenanigans, yeah.
MighyMouse saw the end there, so he's probably going to stick with this level for a little bit. They do kind of start to tunnel in once they see that black tape.
Unfortunately, with 2 minutes left and behind by 4, the gap has only widened. I think it's fairly safe to say that LilKirbs is going to take the first game.
Yeah, with 10 clears too, which is average clears isn't as important as last season, but it is a pretty good indicator that someone is just cruising through these levels. 10 is more than we saw last game, and we had some pretty great competitors with Doom and IPK.
Absolutely. MrMighyMouse is able to get another clear. Moving on to a level that was skipped by LilKirbs.
We'll see how he feels about Bowser's boot.
This could be an incredibly fast level in theory, but it's probably not enough.
Not like that.
Yeah.
Oh, the one-way gate's not your friend there.
Yeah, that's the moment LilKirbs skipped that level, when they bounced into the one-way and got trapped and died.
Some new suit platforming over there for LilKirbs. Trying to avoid these chain jumps.
MrMighyMouse gets the key, makes it through the door.
And we have a flying boom boom.
Oh, and there's a second one.
And he just opts to bail out of that completely. Oh, who needs a key? Oh, they're getting taller.
Bamboozled.
Oh, at least you get semi-unlimited POWs. Oh, there you go.
It looks like depending on how much longer it goes, they might just sneak in an extra clear here.
Oh, nice.
There
There's
it
the
goes.
iframes there to get that extra clear.
And with that, LilKirbs is going to take it 10-8 for the first game.
Good first round. Ended up being not too far off. 2 clears. MrMighyMouse did come back and beat some levels that LilKirbs did end up skipping. So should be another good little set here coming up.
Yeah, and the gap was closing near the end there. So MrMighyMouse may just be getting warmed up. Let's see if that fuel in the tank propels them to victory in this next game.
Just trying to figure out where we're gonna start in this level, and we'll get
Easy
right
walk on Snow Mountain.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, somehow I doubt that. It does have a pretty large clear rate of 14%, but only 54 runs. So
All right. It appears they're mousing over a level that is just labeled Ah. So I'm interested to see what this is.
a little bit less descriptive than you can find exactly 1 or 2 1-up mushrooms, but
All right, it looks like our competitors are ready, and we're going to get this started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're about to begin.
epic countdown.
I followed
There
the
we
countdown in chat. I got tricked, bamboozled
You got
once again.
Jebaited.
Ah, I see why it's labeled this way.
Ah,
Ah, again.
understood. It's always good to start off the next set with devastating Kaizo blocks. Everybody's best friend, the Kaizo block. What would we do without you?
Probably
Oh,
a
and-
lot more fun in Mario Maker.
Probably swear a lot less at my Nintendo Switch.
Wow, that arrow actually pointed out something that was true.
That was a fair indicator.
Incredible.
Pretty
And,
easy level over there.
Oh, I am sure there are some Kaizo blocks that LilKirbs just ducked.
I think he just got real lucky, but we'll call it skill.
I mean,
I got the world record.
it could be argued that, yeah, both of the players are jumping in a way to not be at the exact angle that a Kaizo block would be if you jumped at the edge of the platform. Like, there was definitely some movement optimization there. They could have done the next level bait and put the Kaizo block where you would have jumped from the center.
Oh,
But luckily for both players...
I'm not gonna play any levels you make, Matt.
Yeah.
That's straight evil right there, man. I didn't even think about that.
It's Yomi Layer 3. You gotta be ready. So
This
what's
looks like
going on here?
This looks like a classic. They found every new thing in Super Mario Maker 2 and made a level right here.
I'll just put some stuff, some bees, some switching blocks, you know, fan favorites.
Some naked piranha plants, not safe for work screen.
Just put all of it on top of some water. It'll be fine.
Yeah, everyone likes water levels, right?
Listen, Bob, we have like 400 bonefish. We need to ship these by Monday. Just put them all in the level, call it good.
The B level? The B level.
We got one extra boom boom. Just put him at the end.
He's a mad lad, that boom boom. Looks like LilKirbs only does have a slight lead here. Oh, unless you get hit by a mad bonefish.
Checkpoint. We got more. What?
Interesting checkpoint placement there. I'm not quite sure how you could have ever activated that other than starting out. Well, that still doesn't do it either.
And if you fall in the water, wait, if you fall in the water, you can just jump back up, right? What was that?
I am as confused as you are.
I can't even tell if that's a generous checkpoint. I don't think it's a generous or cruel. It's just a nothing checkpoint.
Well, we know that right after this boom boom fight is a checkpoint right into the flag, so MighyMouse is still just barely behind.
I didn't catch the whole title of this level, but coin was definitely
that is how you activate the checkpoint.
Okay. All right. I respect it.
MighyMouse doing us a favor, doing a little exploration down there.
Gonna hurt the checkpoint's feeling. I'm sorry, checkpoint. You were there for a reason. I was wrong. I'll admit it. Ooh, reaching the goal without landing level.
Oh.
These can be really finicky.
Oh yeah, and if you're not especially with these seesaws, I've seen these just really not cooperate with the Mario physics. Like right there, I've seen that.
Yeah, sometimes it'll just decide it's a fall from 1 pixel or something.
Oh.
These are definitely
my seat there.
These are some of my least favorite level types. One can only hope that LilKirbs does not get grabbed by the claw.
Oh, and there's more.
And yeah, it appears on that swamp level, the coins are platform indicators.
Oh, the nice move by LilKirbs to get the chomp with the slide down that small ramp and grabs that axe.
Very clean.
One of my favorite things I've seen in Mario Makers, I love these stumps, these chain chomp stumps that can be used in many different ways as little platforms and tech like this. Oh, that one's not as generous there for MighyMouse.
A little bit tricky.
But still only 1 clear behind.
I've noticed that LilKirbs, the moment they see something really stupid happen in a level, they just skip. Like, they don't even tolerate dealing with it. And MrMighyMouse is a little more willing to put some time into those weird levels and just see if maybe the exit was right around the corner.
Definitely, I picked up on that too. And it's one of those things where we'll see what that meta evolves into. Is it... Because last season, the meta was definitely, if it was above 130, I'm not playing it. I got no time for a 2-minute world record. But this one might just be, does this look like trolley garbage? And I'll go on to a level that's upside down, dropping icicles on Goombas.
Yeah, Kirbs, again, made the choice. This level lasted a while. I didn't get it first try. If I play it again, I will have to play this bullet hell from the start. I just want to move on.
Yeah, there was no way you were beating that level any quicker. Oh, my lord. That is a... See, these types of levels on LilKirbs side, these are the ones in these types of GSA races that can really tunnel vision in, because they see that there's one thing, you might as well give it, 10 tries and see what we can do. And
right, if each try only takes like a second plus loading times, it's efficient to throw a few attempts at it.
MighyMouse skips that don't leave the ground level as he got trolled by a donut. Ooh, this is a super specific twirl.
Did they already use all their skips, by the way?
I believe LilKirb did use his third.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure out this tech one way or another then. Got it!
Oh, nice jump there. That is a super specific twirl, but he gets it. And really, the flames are just for added effect.
Meanwhile, MrMighyMouse trying to complete the bullet hell. This is actually a pretty sick stage.
Yeah, because if you don't get those piranha plants either, they come up on that track and get you too. So it's...
Yeah, if you miss any enemies...
Oh, he's got it!
MrMighyMouse, that's going to even it up 4-4. a level ahead. And they do have skips, so they will be able to skip that axe level if they decide that it's just way too wacky for what they want to tolerate.
Yeah, and then on the other hand, you could get it first 2 jumps and then be right back in this thing. Actually, I believe. It looks
They'll
like
be
we have a
sitting pretty.
multi-room kind of
It's a tech
platforming
level, yeah.
tech level. It's almost
So
like a red coin level minus the red coins.
It's a pretty classic Mario Maker type of level where the question is, do you have your speedrun tech? Can you do these things?
Falling P jump. These are not easy. They are easier than when they were in Super Mario Maker 1.
Yeah, it used to be 1 or 2 frames, and now I think it's significantly more than that. And they've gotten the key. Straight to the exit. LilKirbs pulls back ahead. 5-4. MrMighyMouse still throwing attempts at the axe level.
He's going for more of a straight jump instead of the jump and twirl, which I believe you might have to twirl into this. I'm not entirely sure, but...
Yeah, I think you have to, like, crouch, jump, and twirl. P-switch jumps are way harder, you say. I've heard that the frame window got expanded. So I'm surprised to hear that.
Got a 20-second speed run over on LilKirbs, which is about as... 20-second expert speed run is about as easy as you can get in this competition, so I'm sure he's happy to see that.
How much time should you invest in a one-trick level? That is a question that I think every top-level Mario Maker 2 player would like a concrete answer to.
In theory, no level or no longer than 1:30 is as long as these levels can take, but sometimes your heart takes over.
And in theory, there may be an amount of time that's different from player to player where you just recognize you can't do this trick today and it's wasting time to keep going for it.
Maybe a 40-second speed run now for LilKirbs, who's expanded his lead to 2, 6-4. And he gets another speed run. This one's 40 seconds, but really great luck to get this far, so using his skips wisely. I feel like these tech levels are a little place to prove your worth on these two, so I can't see anybody ever skipping these.
And usually, I mean, it's pretty easy. It's an easy call. Can I do this basic stuff? If yes, take the free flag. If no, then I'm just gonna skip it. It's not, like, tech levels are ones that probably shouldn't take a whole lot of thought on whether they're worth going for or not.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
LilKirbs grabs the flagpole there on the level he was working on to expand that lead just a little bit more.
Yeah, MrMighyMouse is in theory ahead on skips, but just spending so much more time on each individual stage than LilKirbs were, to the point where they're still behind.
And we're about to find out just how hard P-switch jumps are on LilKirbs' side. Oh, that is a cool little setup over there. You gotta time your big jumps on the P-switches to make sure that the POW block gets hit by that shell.
Yeah, and it looks like with the expand... So, according to Doomsday, they were very easy Mario Maker 1 vanilla. Then after patches, they got a lot harder, and now they're easier than they were at the end of the lifespan, but harder, much harder than they were when the game first came out. But either way, what that means is it looks like this level is structured that if the P-frame jump window is like... I'm just gonna throw out a number. If it's like 7 frames now, it looks like the level wants you to do the P-jump on like the 6th or 7th frame on some of these setups instead. And at that point, LilKirbs decides it's just not worth figuring out the exact frame perfect timing for these P-switch jumps and skips fairly quickly.
but skips directly into a night level. So, was it worth it?
Hard to say.
Well, fairly
They get a
generous.
checkpoint.
Oh, nice checkpoint right before the death. Mighty
And
Mouse
Mr. Mighty
getting
Mouse.
that easy speedrun level there for him.
Yeah, they're starting to run into those levels that LilKirbs kind of breezed through after doing a couple skips, which means, in theory, this is how they pull ahead. But LilKirbs is pushing these levels as fast as they can. They
Yeah,
don't know it,
unfortunately-
but they're in a race to stay ahead of Mr. Mighty Mouse.
And another don't leave the ground. What? Oh man, and this one looks significantly worse than the other one. But like you were saying, Mighty Mouse is grabbing into these levels that LilKirbs flew through, but unfortunately, LilKirbs is still on levels that he's cruising through. So at no point did he ever slow down and allow Mr. Mighty Mouse to catch up. So,
And I think that's really been the key to this set for LilKirbs, is that their play has just been consistent. Like, Mr. Mighty Mouse has cleared some levels that LilKirbs chose to skip, and has done that very strong overall, but they've also just had a few execution errors that push their level times higher than LilKirbs, whereas LilKirbs has been fairly consistent in the amount of attempts it's taken them to clear a level, and it's just kept them on pace the entire time.
yeah, and back to what we were speaking about in the pregame is that it is just, what is this? Sorry, I'm going to stop what I'm saying to watch what's going on over on LilKirbs side, because this is an insane setup.
This is pretty cool.
I like this, and especially with this clear condition, it's kind of interesting. Mighty Mouse with another clear. Keeping it close.
Oh,
LilKirbs has put his foot on the gas just a little bit before Mighty Mouse did, and those clears that he picked up on the levels Kirbs skipped, it just turned out to not come in time.
Getting that flag is crucial for LilKirbs, because now with 30 seconds on the clock, there's no way Mr. Mighty Mouse even figures out they need to skip this level before it's too late. I think this has sealed it for LilKirbs, and it looks like they're going to take it.
That definitely does, yeah.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about earlier about the hitting the P jump on the last available frames. They hit all those P jumps, but the POW was nowhere near where it needed to be.
Yeah,
this
you
is like
really
a
needed
frame
to do
data
frame
check.
perfect, yeah.
They got it, but it's too little too late. LilKirbs with the 9-7 is going to take the set 2-0.
LilKirbs is just happy that he doesn't have to play 10 seconds of misery.
Now, as far as I remember, they do play it out, right? They play the third one just for overall ranking points.
Oh, that wasn't too bad at all.
Or am I mistaken?
I'm not quite sure on that.
Milo is typing the answer as we speak. Yeah, they're good. They finished the set.
We are working on getting the skip counter, but right now I just have a pen and paper in front of me.
Yeah, the skip counter is in the pipeline. It's just another thing to manually track. But we'll try extra hard to pay attention to the skips just so we have accurate info. In fact, I will also get pencil and paper. We can crowdsource this. A little noisy, sorry about that.
Looks like we're trying to get on the same level again, and we'll be ready to hop into final game 3 here. We should all have a pen and paper skip counter. I appreciate the help there. Looks like everybody's ready here, and we are gonna get into game.
Looks like I need to type something. I'm hacking into the mainframe. I'm
Hack
in.
the planet. Hack the planet. All right, and starting up with another 14% clear rate. Because once again, the only requirement for these levels is that they are expert and they are 1 minute and 30 clear or 1 minute and 30-second clear times or under. So no vetting the levels at all, as you can probably tell by this point.
And I think if I read it right, the level's name was something like technical or technique.
Well, I'm definitely gonna cede all Japanese reading to you and alt from now on, so don't worry about that. I believe you.
Yeah, my katakana is a little rusty, but I'm willing to believe that this is a technique level, just based on what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, I'm starting to pick up what you're putting down. And there's the flag. I'm not quite sure. Really
this
what
is
this
prison.
level is.
This is prison.
Oh, is this a soft lock? It is.
Yeah, they're just starting over.
But he did see the flag there, so I gotta assume that he's gonna throw a couple more tries at this one.
Yeah, okay, I caught it that time. The name of the level was Technique, and then some kanji I can't read. Good, easy.
There we go. All right, tied up 1-1.
Nice P-switch jump.
MrMighyMouse taking a bath in the lava. LilKirbs sets the world record for a little swag.
No, can't complain, just casual world record timing.
No big deal.
It's all good.
I believe last round between Doom and Kirbs, or Doom and IPK, is Doom's world record showed up on IPK's screen, which is also pretty big flex.
Yeah, it's interesting to see a multiplayer versus level like this, just kind of in solo races, because you can see all of the spots that shenanigans are supposed to occur.
It is full of optimal shenanigans here.
It looks like MrMighyMouse is having a lot of trouble dealing with this specific... Oh, I spoke too soon. Tied. Exact even pace now.
Now we're on a sync, and that's what this is all about. MrMighyMouse feels it too, taking a swig of water. Stay hydrated, everybody.
Almost down to the pixel. Incredible.
LilKirbs with another world record.
LilKirbs with the faster menuing. What a god.
Menu navigation. Could teach Doom a thing or two. Sorry, Doom. I love you, bud.
Shots fired. Uh-oh!
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There is no way LilKirbs plays this level a second time. 0% chance. If they don't make it now, they're gonna skip.
Yeah, this definitely falls under this level's janky, I'm out, but might as well give it a shot. When I saw Up and Away, I definitely thought we were going Cape Tech and did not see this coming.
Yeah, speaking of shots fired, right?
Yeah.
I like the way that LilKirbs... both players just turn it into a staircase to decrease the chances they clip the active hitbox of any of the cannonballs. One more bounce.
Oh, nice.
Both players make it with an extra bounce to spare. Straight to the axe. Still pretty much synced. The only reason LilKirbs is ahead is menuing. The menuing might actually matter.
That's when we ascend into true speedrunning legends. He's quick with that A button. Speaking of speedrun legends, Speedrun Master coming up.
Yes, Speedrun Master, that's me! Let's see if they're able. 40-second speedrun? Might not be too bad.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Did not get all the munchers there.
This is MrMighyMouse's chance to create a lead. Good stuff, wall jumps. Makes it over the munchers safely. Oh, misses the spin jump. That could be really bad. LilKirbs does not, and now they are ahead once again. Every mistake... Uh-oh. They might need that pal.
No, I think he actually cleared 3 with 1 throw, which is... He, like, almost cheesed it?
Well, those bonsai bills are looking pretty bloodshot.
What
Oh
have you been
no.
up to, Bill?
Oh no.
Oh wait, and he snuck her.
Oh, no!
The lava troll. He thought he had this course cheesed, but he
You
did
thought
see
you
the
were
end.
smart. Now look what happened to you.
Where'd that get you?
Got you straight to summer school. Think about what you did as you're going through the level again. Oh no, MrMighyMouse is gonna do the same. No, they're just timing out.
He senses it. Oh no.
They ran out of time.
I mean,
They can't do it.
Does
neither
take the
player-
Start over. There you go. That's probably a faster way. Talking menu tech. Start over instead of the timeout. There you go.
You know, I think both players are kind of lucky that the other one didn't decide to go for a skip instead. Because, like, there's an argument to be made they've spent a lot of time on this level already.
Yeah, but like you said, luckily, everybody spent a lot of time on this level. And there's Curves clearing it up and opening it up what I believe is probably going to be a short-lived one clear lead.
It might be a big deal if MrMighyMouse maybe misses the execution this run and like decides to skip. That is the absolute worst case scenario, but it looks like they can't mess it up at this point. This is like free. Oh, I was so scared. I was so scared.
Almost slipped past it.
So scared.
Commentator curse right
okay,
there.
they're fine.
That could have been it.
Never wrong, always right. Ooh, smiley face at the start of this next level. Please, smiley face in chat. Just, you know, for the level creator. They deserve it.
Oh, this is all right, gracious checkpoint. And now just into platforming. Interesting level design here, but
Every time I see the laughing sound effects pop up,
oh, I get triggered.
I get so scared that just something unbelievable is about to happen.
But nothing is better than that little dog farting. That's the best. That's the best sound effect cue. Or pig or whatever it is. I don't know.
It can be whatever you want. This is Mario Maker, a land of dreams.
And the classic
Thanks.
thank you for playing Into the Buzzsaw.
Heart.
Looks like LilKirbs,
Aw.
just like last round, LilKirbs is just putting his foot down a little bit quicker than MighyMouse is. MighyMouse is clearing the exact same levels as he is, but LilKirbs is just kind of has his foot on the gas and he's just cruising through these things. And going through them just a little bit faster starts to add up, as you can see. Now we're checking world records and everything. Yeah, he's locked in. He's feeling good. Instant skip on that one. Mark it on everybody's pad and paper.
Where do they find these commentators? In my room, you know, the classic. Ooh, LilKirbs. Good movement. Another clean level.
MighyMouse sees the end there, so he's definitely gonna. Oh, those spike hitboxes are a joke. That's tough.
And it's what we were talking about before, where MighyMouse is just taking maybe 1 or 2 more attempts per stage at LilKirbs, and it's just adding up over the course of the whole set.
Yeah, we're starting to see that if you have 2 or 3 skips left at the end, I'm not sure that was the right play. You have 3 and you might as well use them, and I think that could probably be beneficial for some of these runners, and they'll probably start to see what type of levels they should be skipping when they go back over the tape, watch the VODs.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to say this as a commentator, but from my perspective, it seems like you want to use your first 2 skips super aggressively, and then be really, really hesitant to use the last one unless you run into a level that's just not doable.
Definitely agree, because if you can get ahead of one that the other runner's gonna pump 2 minutes or 3 minutes into, then you are set up for success. Oh, and we're getting Troll Kaizo blocks over on LilKirbs side with some Potaboos, so that's never nice.
Oh,
And
straight
another
into the
clear.
flag.
Oh, MighyMouse taking the clip on that Piranha Plant there, which is no good, setting him behind a little bit more. That is
Okay,
an
I
interesting
like
level
this
title.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just gotta defeat 5 pom-poms. You know, classic.
Mighty Mouse trying to keep it within 1, brings it back to 7 to 6.
LilKirbs just skipping, doesn't even want to bother. Not worth the time, going straight to a Link level.
The description was long but easy, so you might want to skip it. Oh, and we got some more bomb excavation here, which is always thrilling to watch.
Another Link sword. So, it looks like Link levels can go one of two ways. Either they constantly give you power-ups every single screen because the level just becomes unwinnable otherwise, or there is one sword, and if you lose it, you better enjoy playing the rest of the level, buddy, because you're starting over. It looks like this level is firmly in the former, which is very nice for LilKirbs.
And now he can just go over everything? Oh, I think he needed to get on that. Oh, that would have been awesome.
And Mighty Mouse does choose to use a skip on the pom-pom level. They're gonna realize the exact same... You see them laugh in their chair a little bit, where they skip a pom-pom level, and then they get a level where you have to beat 5 of them. Mr. Mighty Mouse shaking their head, realizing what just happened.
We call that a bummer skip in the biz.
Yeah.
That is no good.
I'm gonna skip this pom-pom level. Surely this can't go wrong.
What about 5 pom-poms? How do you feel about that?
Hey, buddy, we got 5 more of them.
Well, this Link level is living up to its description, which is long but easy, because it seems like it's pretty straightforward, but man, is it taking some time.
Mr. Mighty Mouse able to get another fire flower before they feel the agony of the pom-poms.
Keep in mind, if he clears this, he is tied up, so maybe it's worth sticking with just a horrible boss rush.
Yeah, this doesn't look super undoable, especially with infinite fire flowers, but what a frustrating level to run into.
15 pom-poms when they start spawning, that is just nightmare fuel right there.
Oh, they've got to be scared. They need this fire flower to drop. And they collect it!
Oh
no, the lava!
Oh my gosh, the boxes. LilKirbs does expand the lead to 2, 8 to 6.
Oh, and Mr. Mighty Mouse ends up taking the same skip that LilKirbs did after spending an entire minute on the level. That's a tragedy.
Another interesting name.
And we know... this is what we call dramatic irony, because we are aware that Mr. Mighty Mouse has just started an easy but eternal level. We know how the story ends. They do not.
If he doesn't skip within the next 15 seconds, he's pretty much locked into this one, and pays to know Spanish, everybody. But even worse is this wind have some real tricky tech. I know Carl Sagan 42 made an insane level, like getting over it with this wind tech, and it is just trolly.
Wind is miserable.
But you can do shell jumps with it, which is fun. How the heck are you supposed to get in there? I mean, damage boost, but with what?
Yeah, this is
Oh my god.
Is this a lock? Is this one of those things where you actually have to find the correct combination?
I mean, if
no, they just damage boosted. Okay.
If it is,
I thought this.
Designed one.
I was definitely reading way too much into that formation.
Yeah, is it one of the most complicated Mario Maker levels of all time, or do you just have to find that mushroom?
Or do you just get a mushroom and damage boost? Like, I like that option way better. I'm gonna choose that one every time.
Well, with 30 seconds left, it looks like LilKirbs does have this locked up 3-0. He did make it to the finals in last season, Season 2, GSA. So another strong start from him. But like we said, Mighty Mouse is keeping up with these level clears. LilKirbs just put his foot on the gas. But Mighty Mouse is clearing the exact same levels that Kirbs was, so should be a formidable foe in future matches.
Yeah, and like, they're in a good place where their decision making was good and their skips were good, but their execution was a little off, because it's way easier to fix your execution by just playing a lot more than it is to fix bad decision making. So they're going to be in a good place moving forward.
And I think he will get a little bit more aggressive with the skips, and that's just going to help a ton. Well, that does it for this one, which will end in a 3-0 to LilKirbs. 3 points going to him. And we are going to have another great match. It looks like we are going to get an interview here.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hello?
Hello. That was a fun one, huh, guys?
Yeah, great set.
How about those pom-pom levels?
God, I skipped the one pom-pom level because it's like, I don't have time to be wasting on these pom-poms. Very next one, defeat 5 pom-poms is like...
Yeah, I saw you laughing a little bit to yourself after that happened. That definitely looked like a situation where you gotta laugh or else you're gonna cry.
Yeah, it was, it's a little rough. I skipped the other one because they could appear on like multiple levels, and that could take who knows how long. That's just luck whether they showed up with you.
Yeah, the back-to-back pom-pom levels skip bait for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this new format. I really liked playing in this new format.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, it seems great. And we were just talking about how just the skip meta is really going to be what leads to this, because you guys were locked in, and then every once in a while Kirbs would skip a level that tripped you up for a minute, and then you're just behind. But I mean, you guys were both clearing some absolutely fun and crazy levels there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kirbs,
I think
any
just,
levels stand out to you guys?
Not really any levels, except for there was like a 2-second level where it's literally just like a 1 space spike jump or something. That took me a little while to get, but I knew I could get it, so I just kept trying for it. I was gonna say like, oh, if I do this for too long, then I'll skip it, but I ended up getting it.
That's funny because I saw that and I was like, so LilKirbs is gonna catch up to me here because I'm skipping this.
Speaking of that level, there was actually an interesting question posted in chat around that time. The question was, how many tries do you feel you should put into a level like that before you decide, I'm just not getting this trick today and I'm gonna skip it? I'd like to hear, what are both of your opinions on that sort of decision making for levels like that?
For me, it's not really the amount of tries necessarily. It was before, because then lives were a problem in the endless expert mode. But since they're not a problem, and it's a bit faster to actually reset it, I go based upon the amount of time that it takes. So for the level that I just did there, I knew I could do the trick. I've done it plenty of times. It's not too hard for me. So I said, okay, I'll give myself like a minute and a half, or like 2 minutes to get this. If not, I'll just skip it, move on to the next one.
Yeah, and for me, it's just the lives make a really big deal, but it's also just how comfortable I am with the trick. And like, I'm not super comfortable with that because I haven't done that specific like move a lot. So I was just like, I know I'm going to skip this just because it's like I'm going to cut my losses immediately because like I already knew I didn't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah, and Doom actually brought that up in Twitch chat where the runner is just going to know right off the bat if they know this tech or if they don't, and that's exactly what you were reiterating there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you to both of you for your perspective and input. We're actually going to be moving to intermission. Fantastic race. We're going to have another great one, Shavda versus Shoujo, in about 5 minutes. So thank you both, and to everyone watching, stay tuned.
Okay.